Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are calling in from or listening in from. Welcome to AMN Academy, specifically Dream Jobs with D. So I am your host for today. My name is Deirdre O'Regan. For those of you who have not tuned in before, welcome, welcome. I am the Senior Director of Recruitment here with AMN International, the only organization to offer both direct hire and staffing opportunities. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, today we're going to be talking about how to win in this market, right? So we all know over the last many months, it's been very challenging, particularly if you're watching, which I know you all are. The visa bulletin has not progressed as maybe we would like it to, but there are still opportunities here in the US for you. We still need international nurses. And today we're going to talk about things that you can control while externally things are happening that you cannot. So please pop in where you are listening in from. Hello, Justina from Zambia. Welcome. Hello, Abduli from Gambia. Welcome, welcome. We love to see where our audience is tuning in from. So please continue to pop that into the chat. I see we have Qatar represented. Welcome, Jape. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And yeah, so we just have this great graphic, right? How to win in this market. So please pop your questions in the chat for anything that you may want to ask. If you have that question, the chances are there are other participants listening in that have the very same question. So this is your time to ask your questions. We will get to as many as we can. And as you know, we get a lot of questions during these shows. So we get to as many of them as we can. So let's talk about the market, right? Let's talk about what we're seeing. You can see on many social sites that, you know, there are particularly in our direct hire space, that there are some job offers being rescinded, and that may be a little concerning for some of our listeners. But the great thing is that when you work with AMN International, you have opportunities to consider staffing, which is what we recommend right now. Is that if you do have the opportunity to qualify for a staffing position, then that's certainly something that you want to very, very strongly consider. You can see that we have the handle up here, apply at amnhealthcare.com/international. We will continue to show that throughout the show. But if you have not already, this is your call to action to get your application in today. Get your place in line. We're going to talk about a couple of things that you can do that are in your control as we continue with the show here in the next couple of minutes. But AMN International is still hiring. We are hiring. Wonderful if you have a priority date. If you are a nurse that is Canadian or Mexican born, then we do have TN opportunities for you as well. But if you haven't even started on the process yet, we're going to go down through some things that you absolutely must do in order to qualify for an international nursing position, and we shall get to that in a little bit. So let's pull up our map. So for those of you who are regular listeners in, we always show where we have opportunities. The United States is a very large continent. So what I would highly encourage you to think about is that if you are very location specific, like if you want to go to just one particular area, then you're limiting your opportunities. So look at all of the opportunity across the United States. I myself am an immigrant. I moved from Ireland many, many years ago, and I lived in California for quite some time. And California is wonderful, loved it. And I never, ever imagined that I would move not only to the East Coast, but to the South. And now I live in Georgia, and I couldn't be happier. I absolutely love it. So stay open to the opportunities, to the opportunities that you have across the United States. By working with AMN International, you get over 40 years of experience and expertise. And that is going to be critical in choosing a partner to come here to the United States. So I see a lot of questions that are coming in right now, but I am going to get to those in a little bit. So let's talk about what you can control. So if we can pull up that slide on things that we can control. Okay, so first and foremost, take your NCLEX. So why is this important? Because this is what qualifies you to work as a nurse here in the United States. So if you are currently studying for NCLEX or you're thinking about starting that journey, then that is the first thing that you must do. Congratulations to all of you on the line. If you already have taken and passed your NCLEX, that is your first critical step. So here, the next thing is English. So there's a lot of questions, ambiguity around English, right? So you will need to take and pass an English proficiency exam in order to qualify for your visa screen. The exams that we highly, highly recommend are IELTS and TOEFL. And the reason for that is because every state has its own requirements on what English exams and scores are accepted. And you're just opening up, again, that opportunity pool for yourself if you have an English exam that qualifies for most states. What you don't want to do, and we hear this all the time, is that I sailed through NCLEX. English is challenging for me. And yes, it is. It's challenging for a lot of people. So what you don't want to do is have taken and passed an English exam and then come to find out that the state that you are placed in or the state that you choose to work in does not accept that English exam. Then you've got to do it again. And our goal is to have you do it once only, get that visa screen, and get a placement where your English is not going to be an issue. You do not need English in order to get your I-140 filed. You will need it throughout your process. But if you are listening in today and you have NCLEX and you're either studying for English or haven't taken that English exam yet, we still want to hear from you, okay? Be open to staffing opportunities as well as direct hire. We are the only organization that provides both. However, in your staffing opportunities are going to be more plentiful right now, and it's almost like a safety net for you, right? So in the unfortunate event that your offer is rescinded for whatever reason, then because you are working with AMN International as your sponsor, then that is a safety net for you, and we will find you another opportunity elsewhere. Get your place in line. You have heard us say this every single show. Get your place in line. The Visa Bulletin is going to do what the Visa Bulletin does, and nobody knows, right? So if you're waiting for what's happening month after month after month, then you're just delaying yourself unnecessarily. Get your process started, get your place in line, get your I-140 applied. That is going to be key. And that can happen in the next 30 days. So the most important thing, again, is if you have not applied, we're going to put the handle up here again, amnhealthcare.com/international is where you are going to apply. Our expert team of recruiters is on hand to help you and guide you through every step of the way. Be open to location. So we talked about that. We showed the map as to just the size of the United States. But the more open and flexible you are, that is going to just open up more opportunities for you. You will secure a placement faster if you are open to location. Also, bear in mind, these opportunities come with their own set of requirements. So if you are location specific in one area and your experience doesn't qualify for the positions that are open in that area, then again, you will be delaying yourself. So the more open you are, the more opportunities that we can present to you. Accept an offer. So if you are one of our nurses who has an offer right now and you have got questions on it, that's why our recruiters are here to help you with each and every question. We love to get questions because you know what that means? It means that you are interested in pursuing an opportunity. So if you have an offer of employment and it meets most of your criteria, then go ahead and accept that offer. If it doesn't, that's okay. Then we will continue looking for an opportunity for you. But if it ticks most of those boxes, then go ahead and accept that offer. Remain working at the bedside. So why is this important? So this is critical. And we hear so many times, I'm taking time off to study for NCLEX or I'm taking time off to study for English. That is not going to put your experience front and center as you are looking for an opportunity here in the US. So if you are currently not working at the bedside, then please secure a position at the bedside as you're looking at opportunities and we are submitting your information to various clients depending on what you are looking for, then they're looking for that current bedside experience. So those are the things that you can control. You can take your NCLEX, you can take your English, be open to both staffing and direct hire opportunities. Get your place in line by applying today and getting your I-140 applied. Accept your offer so that we can do that. Again, if it hits most of your criteria, then we want you to go ahead and accept that offer. If you've got additional questions, then please get with us. We want to make sure that you have all of the answers before you make a decision. Remain working at the bedside. That is going to be critical to your success. So if we were to say 1, 2, 3, it is NCLEX, English, and current bedside experience. That is what's going to put your experience front and center. That is how you win in this market, right? So let's see if we have got some questions here before we go into our other slide that we have prepared for you. We're going to talk about some myth busters between staffing and direct hire. This is something that you will hear us talk about a lot because there's an opportunity for some additional education around what those offerings entail. And so we want to make sure that you have all of the information that you need in order to make an informed decision. So let's see where we have. Let's see here. Yes, we do have a very cool referral program for those of you who have a current priority date or you are looking for TN opportunities. If you were born in Mexico or Canada, there is no limit. So refer a nurse and earn $1,000. Again, you will receive a unique link when you refer your candidate. Great opportunity to present these amazing opportunities to your friends, your family, your colleagues. All right, so let's pull up some myth busters that we have for staffing recruitment myths. All right, so we hear it all the time is I'm going to make less money with staffing. So let's talk about that. Again, the United States is a very large continent and there are big, large urban cities and there are smaller rural locations. And the cost of living is going to vary depending on where it is that you choose to live. So if you're more of an urban person, likes that big city, then the cost of living is going to be a little bit larger there than in a more rural location. Like I'll give my example as well. California, I lived there for many years. The cost of living was significantly more than what it is in Georgia. So it depends on where it is that you accept an opportunity. But what I will tell you is that all of that information that's important to you accepting an offer is disclosed to you. You have all of that information before you make a decision. So if financial reward is more important to you than anything else, then you have all of that information before you make a decision. There are fewer location options. That is false. You just saw the map. We have opportunities across the United States. So you probably have more opportunities to choose from, depending on your experience. Your experience, depending on how many years of experience you have, what your specialty is, you may qualify to interview for 4 positions, you may qualify for 1, right? It just depends. But that's why you really want to work with an organization that has your best interests at heart and helps guide you in the right direction, particularly if you're bringing a family with you. These are very important decisions. It's not easy. It's exciting, but it's not easy. Leaving everything you've known to come to a new country, particularly if you are bringing children with you, it can be very challenging. So having someone like AMN International behind you to support you every step of the way is really a game changer. I wish I had something like that when I came to the United States. So really passionate about that, about how we support our clinicians before, during, and after their commitment period ends. You cannot choose your location. So this one is probably the biggest myth that we have, right? If I choose a staffing opportunity, I don't choose where I work. That is absolutely false. You choose where you want to work. Again, the more open to location that you are, the faster that you will secure an opportunity because you're more open, right? So if you are very location specific, then it just may take you a little bit longer. But that's where we really want you to be transparent with our recruiters. They are there to help you. They are your guide. They are the first person that you speak to as you are starting your US journey. They are experts at what they do, and their sole function is to provide you with opportunities where you're going to thrive here. If you're not sure about where you want to be, right? If you don't know, like I'm not sure if I want to live in a big city, I'm more rural, somewhere middle of the road. The beauty of a staffing opportunity is you don't have to choose right now. You have got time. So while we're in retrogression, while sometimes that can be disappointing and it's not moving as quickly as we would like, the beauty of that though is that you have time to really figure out and do your research about where you want to be. Again, I never thought that I would live in Georgia. When I moved here to the United States, it was either New York or California. That's all I had in my mind because I saw it on TV and all that stuff. But again, that was one of the best decisions that we made for my family, was to move somewhere that was more cost effective to live. And it's absolutely beautiful. And so think about things like that as you're looking at your options. I'm not going to go through all of them because we do have some questions coming into the chat, but I do want to just go into number 6. I need to wait until I've saved enough money to apply. Again, the beauty about a staffing opportunity is that we take care of the majority of the costs for you. So an example is if you have taken NCLEX through New York and you are placed in North Carolina, example, then we will take that New York license and endorse it for you into North Carolina. We help with your relocation, right? So, and there's so many things that we help with from a financial and also a process standpoint, because some of those documents can be pretty challenging to complete. So you want to make sure that you've got a partner with over 40 years of experience in doing this at your side to help you every step of the way. So I hope that the time that we've taken to kind of dispel some of these myths that are out there have helped you. If you do have a staffing opportunity that you are sitting on right now and you've got additional questions, then our recruiters are on hand to answer those questions. But we want you to feel good about it. So if it is, again, I said this previously, if it hits most of your boxes, if it checks most of that criteria, then that's a good opportunity. So ask your questions, make sure that you have all of the information that you need to make an informed decision. Talk to your family, talk to your friends, and talk to your recruiter, right? So they have got all of the answers that you need. Do your research before you accept an opportunity. But right now, if you do have an offer of employment from our staffing team at AMN International, then the beauty is that you have time to consider all of that and let us help you along the way. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple of questions. So there is, so Kadir said how to apply. So we're going to put the handle up again for you. It is amnhealthcare.com/international. So hopefully that, and yeah, I see that you're from Pakistan. So welcome, welcome. So the handle is up there. Please take note of it. Our recruiters are on hand right now to speak with you as you are putting in your application. It will ask you a couple of questions, and that's really just to direct you to the correct team. So please make sure that you are filling in those documents. There is some information that we require in order to see what opportunities that you qualify for. So you will receive an application to fill in, as well as some other things that we need to let us know exactly where you qualify for and what opportunities that we can present you with. Because what we don't want to do is present you with opportunities that your experience does not qualify for right now. If that is truly where you want to be, then we'll help you with a plan to get the experience that that particular hospital is looking for. Okay, so we have, is it possible to do, so Ali, your IELTS exam, yes, so the IELTS exam does expire in 2 years. If your priority date is not current, yes. So once you do your IELTS exam, most nurses will go ahead and do their visa screen. We will reimburse you for that. But our team at AMN International Staffing, we take care of all of that for you. Right? So again, you don't necessarily need it to apply. If your experience qualifies and you have NCLEX, then we have a wonderful English preparation course that we provide you with free of charge to help you prepare for your English exam. So it's not needed to submit your application, interview with our team, get an offer of employment, get your I-140 filed. All of that can happen while you were preparing to sit your English exam. And as I said, we've got a great English program that we provide. We partner with Niner, who does some AMN Academy shows twice a month. So you may have listened in on those. And we partner with that organization, and they're phenomenal, and they have a great reputation for getting you through English successfully. So again, I hope that helps. But we will take care of everything for you and help you pass that English exam. Okay, so let me see. I want to go back up and see if you are welcome you were welcome, Onel Ryan, I think it is, for the informative session. I appreciate that. Hope it's helpful for you. I lost my words there for a second. I hope that it's helpful. That's our goal, is to really just provide you with the education, provide you with the facts, and you make your decision. You make an informed decision as to what is best for you and your family. Let us be a part of that decision. We will always guide you in the right direction. But think back to those myths. And I say this all the time. The world of social media is fantastic, right? So you've got so much information at your fingertips, but then it's also confusing because there is so much information. It can be very challenging to what's real and what's not, what's someone's opinion and what's fact. So it's very, very important that you kind of help guide us. We want to help guide you through all of that information. And the decision for you is going to be different for a decision for somebody else. So thank you for that. And we hope that it is helpful for you. So Anna, any chance 12 years experience as an OR nurse, but currently not in bedside NCLEX passer? So unfortunately, I do want to be transparent with you. Right now, we are looking for applicants who are currently working at the bedside. So this is a requirement. And the reason is that when you come here to the United States, we want to make sure that you are set up for success and that you thrive. So right now, our clients are looking for that experience. So if you have the opportunity to get back to bedside, then please go ahead and do that. And then we will be able to provide opportunities for you. Okay, yes, I believe the session is being recorded and will be available on our socials after the show. So it will be available for you to send to your friends or anyone who, if you do not follow us on our socials, please make sure that you are doing it. You would have seen this on our Facebook anyway, but please refer them to your friends and your family, but you will be able to see a recording of this session after the fact. So thank you for that, Nuash. How long does it take for an individual to receive a referral? So after your referral has started working here in the United States, it is about 60 days after that. So pretty immediate after they have started working. Again, the bonus is for candidates who have a current priority date and qualify for TN visa opportunities. So the timeline for that is going to be shorter than if you were starting an I-140 application from scratch. So once your candidate has started work and has been successful for about 60 days, then that is when you will receive your referral bonus. And again, you do have a unique link to put all of your information in there. Okay, yes, watching from Kenya. And Ahmed Al, how soon can I relocate after passing the NCLEX and the English exam? So yes, first and foremost, you do need to pass your NCLEX. So concentrate on getting your NCLEX passed. As I've already said, then you do not necessarily need English to apply. You will need English throughout your process. So once you have applied with us and your experience qualifies, then we will enroll you in an English preparation course, prepare you to take English. And once you are ready, hopefully in that around 90 days, that we prepare you for that. And then we will have you take your English exam and then look at opportunities for you. So the last visa bulletin, you're probably looking at 18 to 24 months, depending. But the first thing that you need to do is pass your NCLEX. That's your ticket, and everything else will start happening after you have passed your NCLEX. So best of luck to you. I'm not sure what part of the process you are at right now in preparing for NCLEX, but very best of luck to you. And as soon as you receive those passing scores, then please reach out to us and we will guide you on your next steps to coming to the USA. Okay, so hope that helped. So your visa screen process will start as you get closer to being visa eligible. However, it depends on your own personal circumstance, right? But we have got an expert team that guides you through every step of the process. And when we say every step of the process, we talk about the financial aspect of it as well as the documentation. So it can be timely, it can be lengthy, and we want to make sure that you complete all of that documentation correctly so that there is no additional delay in your process. And so our team takes care of all of that. So Pratima, if you have not already applied to us or you're currently not in our process, then please do so today, and our expert team will guide you every step of the way in your visa screening process. I can't believe we are already almost at time. We have got 1 minute left, and I just want to make sure that I got to most of the questions. Muash is Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. I think I got most of our questions here. that time just goes so quickly. So Oliwala, yes, we will reach out to you directly on your H-1B processing with our team. So I don't have your specifics in front of me, so I don't want to give you misinformation. So we will get back to you on your question. I have made a note of your name, and we will certainly guide you in the right direction. So thank you for your question. Thank you for listening in today. I hope that you enjoy these sessions and that it really motivates you on how you can still win in this market by controlling what you can control. And again, if we can bring up that slide just for one more second on the things that you can do, if you have not already, first and foremost, you need to pass your NCLEX. All right. Get your place in line. Let us help you prepare for your English exam. Be open to location and remain working at the bedside. So again, it is as easy as ABC, right? So if you want to think about it that way, apply today, speak to one of our recruiters, and then start your journey to the US. So hopefully this was helpful. We are at the hour. And of course, I think I got to almost every question, but if not, continue to plug them in here. You will still have access to the chat, and I'll pop in throughout the day and answer what I can. So I hope that this was helpful. I will see you all next month for another Dream Jobs. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you so much for spending 30 minutes with us. Have a wonderful day.